Assalamualaikum, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban. Welcome back. It's BOSSI NIQABI back at it again with another video. How are all of you? First off, let's start with alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, we are here today. I'm filming in my room with my beautiful background. Don't mind this. I am working on a project. I was invited to one of my sister's weddings and she's Somali, so I'm now sewing myself a dira'. If you're interested in knowing how I'm gonna sew this, you want a little tutorial, definitely comment down below. But before we begin, big shout out to all my subscribers. Before this video, we started off with just 100 and now we're well over that much. We're at 125, so jazakallah khair for everyone for joining me on my journey. I know I had a video that I have to post up about something that was said on Hebasoda's video. I will get around to that when I can, but I wanted to make this video right here really short, very simple, and it's obviously for all of you. So one of my sisters had come to me for advice, for consult, and she was concerned about a job that she had just got. Well, mind you, she did ask me to be a reference for her, and I did, and it was awesome. And they just kind of realized that, you know, she's more of an asset to the company, if anything. So I'm talking to her, and she's telling me that, you know, for the work that they're asking, they're not structured. You know, she has to do extra work, and they're not really paying her for all of that, but they're kind of expecting more from her because of where she came from, because of the training that she received elsewhere. I want to tell everyone, you need to know your worth. First and foremost, I find a lot of the times we just kind of accept what's given to us. Like, we should be so grateful that we have this itty bitty pay called minimum wage. Look, you are a brand. You as a person, if you know your worth, you know you can get the job done. And I'm not talking about people who are overly arrogant, who are cocky, who pretend that they can actually do the work, but they can't. Like when it's time to, like, hey, I need for you to show up now, and they're like, no, I can't do it, and they really just fail. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about those who know they have their strengths and they're very, very strong within those strengths. I don't even know if that makes sense, but we're gonna make sense today. So you're gonna take all those strengths versus your weaknesses, which are very small, very few and far in between. You gotta let people know, and you need to leverage that. So if you're coming from a bigger company and you're moving to a smaller company and you become this new asset to them, they're going to want to keep you no matter what. So you can negotiate as much as you want for what you want to get paid. Especially if you're going to go there and literally flip everything around, train people, get them onto a higher level than where they are now and really take that company far. So you can definitely negotiate that. And you're going to take on more responsibilities based on the amount of money you're being paid hourly. So you are now starting to contract yourself out. And read the contract, because there's going to be some hidden words in there that's really going to trap you. But if you working at this job is not the be-all of end-all, and you're going to move on somewhere else, you just want to be paid adequately, well, if that facility benefits you in a way that has nothing to do with necessarily your work, like if you're doing projects on the side, but you need the facility to do it in, kind of keep that in mind. Like, I can get my work done here. Let's say it's a desk job. My friend, my sister, she's not working at a desk job, but let's just use the desk job. Let's say you don't have a computer at home, or you don't have internet. Everyone does, but let's say you don't. But you need a computer, you need internet to do your projects so that you can open your own business. This is for Bossy Gang. I need for all of you to start paying attention. Okay? You can use that facility. Take the pay cut, but you're using that with less responsibilities, because if they're not going to pay you to take on more responsibility, then guess what? you are not gonna do that extra work. Start negotiating with them. And if they're negotiating with you back and forth, that only means that they actually want you. It means they actually want you. They can afford to lose you. So leverage that as well. But let's say they are refusing to pay you anything extra. You tell them, I'm not doing A, B, C, D. Because if you want me to do A, B, C, D, then you have to pay me X amount. And if they say, well, no, okay, we'll cut out these responsibilities and only pay you this much, accept it. Because why? You got to think. The stuff that you are going to be using at the workplace, you can also use it to do your other projects that you are working on that they don't need to know of. So you got to be smart. You got to find out how you're going to benefit in the long run. How are you going to get out of this? If this is a job that you want to make your career, that you're going to be working there forever, you need to let them know, say why. Talk about why you're valuable, why you're an asset. You have to like sell yourself essentially. And if they're not going to bite, guess what? Someone else will. At the end of the day, it's going to be their loss. And you need to look at it that way. You need to brand yourself. So when I step up somewhere, for example, I know, first of all, I don't step in places that I know I can't stand on solidly. So if I'm working in a place of sales, I know I work well with people. I know that I can get them to essentially purchase what I'm asking them to purchase, or I don't sell them on the essentially what the purchase is. I get them, I extract information from them, they tell me what they're looking for, I present to them solution. So they come to me with a problem, I give them a solution. And sometimes they say, no, I don't want that. And then 6 months later, they come back looking the same way or still not ahead of themselves. And then finally, they take on what I have to say. So you have to know your strengths. You have to have a lot of self-awareness. Getting a job is not easy. You have to be a little bit street smart. Okay, you gotta, like everyone deep down inside is an entrepreneur. Everyone is a business person, businessman, businesswoman. Everyone deep down inside they are, because you're able to argue and get your point across and get what you want. So you need to leverage everything that's good about you. And if you're going for a job and you feel that they're not paying you properly, then you need to either say something about it or just accept it. And if you accept it, then you're doing an injustice to yourself because you know that you deserve better. Now, if you feel there's room to grow and you can slowly get to where you want to be within the company starting there, then that's fine. But you have to strategize. You have to be extra smart. No one's going to hand anything to you. Nobody. You have to fight tooth and nail to get there. And not physically, unless that's your job. But you need to fight intelligently. You need to be a really good strategist on how you're going to move up the corporate ladder. Do you think that I just got promoted in my workplace because of my good looks, with my face veil on, with my eyes? No, I worked very hard to get there. I had to outdo people that have been there for years. I had to show them that I was the best of the best, and if they lose me, they lose their entire business. So I've built myself up to a place that maybe maybe I could have shot myself in the foot in this one, because maybe I might not get a higher position than where I am now because I'm so good at what I do here. But when the time comes and I want a promotion to become, let's say, the manager, I will then position myself in a way that they can't lose me either. You gotta be smart. It's a game. It's a game of chess. You gotta know when to move, how to move. You gotta learn to be quiet sometimes. You gotta learn to listen. You have to learn to be patient as well. Where I work now, I'm in my second year. There are people that have been there for 5 years, 8 years. They no longer work there anymore but they were working there and they didn't manage to get to where I am now within the small time that I've been there. If you want something, you have to go for it, but you have to be committed to what you want. You have to be disciplined. You have to keep your eye on the prize. You need to know that you're a valuable asset and that no one can compete with you. You have something special. You have a little bit of a special quality sprinkled on you that no one else has. And that's how you go into your business. I have something special you don't have. Secret sauce. And they don't need to know what it is. But that's your secret sauce. You keep it to yourself. You don't go tell everyone else. That's for you. Now, all I'm trying to say is you need to strive for excellence. And as Muslims, we're taught this already. But not everyone puts this into practice, you know, because it's a sunnah apparently. Strive for excellence. Be the best of the best. And don't be the best of the best by putting down others, by trying to dismantle or destroy another person, because you're the weakest person in the room if you do that. Be the best of the best by showing people, hey, I'm actually shining brighter over here. Outdo the person in a very healthy way. I did not put my colleagues in a position to fail. I helped them out. I showed them I have good leadership skills. I helped them. And I made sure people knew of it. So, put yourself in a position that always makes you look good. Don't ever be known as somebody who cheats, who crosses others, who tries to be a little bit sneaky. Don't. That's not a good reputation to have. Always be seen in a good light. I'm not trying to say show off. I'm saying always have good intentions. Put your best intentions forward. Put your best foot forward. Work hard. Be patient. And you should know your worth. And it ain't minimum wage, baby. All right. Now, with that being said, I'm going to leave you with this. You are blessed and you are highly favored, and great things are going to happen for you and to you. So if you're having a bad day, ask yourself a question. Are you going to cry about it, or are you going to boss up? Stay grateful. Peace.